they're going to be hosting what they are calling a Woodland Masquerade, which instantly I fucking love the sound of. The High West Midwinter Nights Dram. And the label that just rolled out was the Encore edition of that, which seemed like something of a flip since they normally finish in, Ruby Port or Tawny Port, something that's a darker wine finish. And this is going to be in a light finish. They just, I think today, rolled out an announcement inviting folks to join us for a momentous evening full of wonder. And they're going to be hosting what they are calling a Woodland Masquerade, which instantly I fucking love the sound of, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you are a woodsman kind of guy.
And, well, I mean, on top of that, there's a line in here that goes well out of my comfort zone, but I think is also something that you and I would totally do if we had the chance to be out there for this. There's a line in here that says that costumes are strongly encouraged as we venture into the enchanted forest and disappear into a world of wonder. And this is all to announce and give early access to the 10th act of the Midwinter Nights Dram. So we thought that maybe the Encore was going to be the last of them, which evidently is not quite the case, or at least there will be a 10th act somewhere as well. So there's some type of wild woodland party going on Saturday, October 1st, out in Utah.
I mean, this is crazy. I've been silently chuckling to myself, probably a little less than silent. So last week, I vividly remember making the thumbnail for last week's video, which was like, is this the end of Midwinter's Night Dram? Because we thought that it was. Like, we're like, oh, shoot, like the Encore's coming. It's weird that they didn't tell us it was the end, but High West does funny stuff. Not only were we wrong, potentially, but High West is up to even funnier stuff than we're used to. Like this reads to me like Willy Wonka and Alice in Wonderland like come together. I'm intrigued. If I wasn't tied up on October 1st, I'd be looking at some flights. Like we could have a good time there. And I'm just curious.
That could be a thing that we could do.
Maybe is this, I hate to be on the I know it seems like I really want Midwinter's Night Dram to die. I don't. I really like it. But this is a huge hullabaloo compared to what they've done in years past, even before COVID. Like this has to be something big.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't really looked at it that way. They have gone so far as to say we're going to limit a lot of these things to distillery only and things like that, which whatever, if that's how they choose to do their releases, that's fine. Some of the bottles will still make their way out into the wild and whatnot. But this is absolutely a different spin on things. Okay, we're going to celebrate the 10th act in this series, which for anybody listening who may not be as familiar with the High West Midwinter Nights Dram, they release each year's bottling as a new act. It's got a very Shakespearean theme to it. It's a really cool bottle. If you check them out online, I think you'll probably dig them. I think they're cool. But, it's got a really cool theater vibe to it where everything is placed into a new act. And then there are different scenes within each act. And this year's act is the 10th. So it'll be the 10th release in this series. They have been moving away from their sourced product and putting more of their own distillate in here. And there's got what now appears to be 2 different releases coming out potentially in the same year. I'm a little confused, but a lot excited.
Right. I think that's just kind of the theme of today. I am, and I think we said this last week too, I am excited. I'm confused. But boy, am I excited. 10 years ago when Midwinter's Night Dram came out for the first time and I bought one, I never thought that in 10 years I'd be welcome to some woodland party of costumes in October in Utah, which, is a toss up weather-wise. Do you need to wear a snowsuit or a summer gown?
Right.
I hope people take pictures because while I can't be there, I would kill to be there. I want to know what's going on. And maybe this will be an encore and a 10th edition, but this is super interesting to me.
I am quite certain there will be photos. There's actually a line in the invite that says guests will be subject to event photography for High West Distillery. And you must, of course, be 21 years of age to attend. I don't know, man. I think it's exciting. It's weird, and I like weird.
Yeah, I think this, we haven't been covering news in this context for very long, but you and I have been talking for years and years about whiskey and passing stories back. And I was eating a turkey club at lunch today when I went, oh, that's weird. John sent me a text. And I looked and was like, what? Like, this is a real thing? Like, I checked, like, it's not April. It's
Right.
not anywhere near to April Fool's. There wasn't like a ha 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 sign up for a virtual event at the bottom. Like, I was like just at lunch, like, oh my gosh, like we have to cover this tonight. And I'm glad we are, because this sounds bonkers.
Yeah, I am really, really excited. I hope that they just totally blow the lid off this thing on social media, because I want to see the like enchanted woodland adventure, because cool.
What the hell
Also,
is that?
the costumes. Like, I don't understand the theme other than like, are people going to dress as like centaurs and fairies? Like, I don't understand what it's going to be, but I like everything that it could be.
Pan's Labyrinth with whiskey. I'm here for it.
Shit, yeah. All right. Well, that wraps it up pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think that does it justice. We are both super intrigued. And if you go, please send us pictures. We love to cover it. Send me an email, jay@whiskeyridge.com, or hit John on Instagram at the Birdwood Finder. Like, if you go, I gotta know. I'm
Yes.
dying to figure out what's going on. So if
Please.
you attend the event, please be our inside scoop. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you.